this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler, down at the 25. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Herbert now. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On 1st and goal, Drake. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Ekeler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now and put 6 on the board.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Hey, check 26. Check back 25.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 50. Check 1. Alert 3. Check. Lucky.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Second and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. By having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat in the drive to get at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Nothing the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers off play action. Short throw to Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Herbert off of play action. Going to throw right side here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. Second and 11 at the 41. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
We want it. Come to my work. Now this. Check 55 to Mike.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Danico Autry on the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hall on to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Hey, take 26.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
You. Here we go. 58.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on. Man moving. You got to get that. 55's my guy. 55.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
56 to Mark, boy, 56. Chip,
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Motion man is Schwartz. Eckler now between the tackles. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
It's not surprised when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Hall again. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 24. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Straight ahead is Hall. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A handoff for Hall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
56, right there, 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert going to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A give. Eckler running to the right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56 to Mike. Go. Check 56.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Los Angeles, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Good night, everybody.